Bonus coverage over at www.sportsforumpicks.com, where we're going to look at the weekend of college and pro football, as well as look at what's on tap with NCAA basketball starting. It's kind of a rant video for me. Not so much a rant, just kind of putting things in perspective on things that I do, you do, we all do, and kind of just give everybody a little refresher course on what to expect. As everybody notices now, we've got football every day. Greedy motherfuckers just want to have football Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just nonstop. We'll have that probably right till the Super Bowl. And lo and behold, college basketball starts on Saturday. I'm going to touch base on college basketball first. I really love betting college basketball, but I'm not a fucking idiot. If I sit there and say the first game of the season, when some of these teams are just kind of going through the motions and playing these hyphenated teams that you never heard of, even some of the more competitive games, it's been my experience that a coach does not know his team through maybe the first 4 or 5 games of playing college basketball. Doesn't know what to expect. Usually because they're not tested, or usually because sometimes it takes a little time for their offense to get in gear, or their schemes to get in gear, or people's general positions, playing time, a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of uncertainty going on, in November in college basketball. Usually by, a couple of weeks in, generally teams have a feel for what they're doing. So if somebody makes a post, they love fucking, NC State over Longwood or some shit like that, be careful, guys. I mean, there's so much stuff out there right now, and, we got so many games and so many things to choose from. Pulling the reins. I mean, if you see something and you're doing some handicapping and you may like a certain team, I'm not saying not to do it, but if you're betting 5 or 6 college basketball games in the course of a day, you're a sick motherfucker. End of story. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Wait a minute. Virginia Cup. I should tell you something. No, I'm not betting Virginia, but I don't have my normal cup. This weekend in NFL football, I look at the Thursday game, which is tonight. Miami 2.5 Tampa Bay. Hey, look at that game and you say, well, all the craziness that's going on with Miami, are they ready for this game? I mean, it's a circus there. And first of all, if anybody wants to know about that incognito thing about that guy, he should have beat his fucking ass. Fucking guy crying like a little pussy going back to his family in California. Stand there and fucking be a man. I'm not saying this incognito guy's a good guy. He's a douche. But, I mean, fucking crack him over the head with a bat or something. Get some respect. Anyway, again, you lose 2 offensive linemen now. So let's look at the other team, Tampa. They're the fucking worst team in football. Well, they're not the worst team in football, but they're bad. What hurts, I think, Tampa, was their game against Seattle. That team blew a 3-touchdown lead. 2 ways to look at it. Are they confident they could have went into Seattle and won? Or are they just so deflated figuring if there's a way to lose a fucking game, they're going to find it? So, I mean, that's a game where it's really hard. I mean, you have to know something about that game or have a feel to wager on it. You know what I mean? That's my only reasoning on that game. You go to Sunday Pro Football. I know a lot of people are saying, I hear, Green Bay and Philly. Only got two backup quarterbacks. I mean, who's that guy? Seneca Wallace? Is that the guy who's quarterbacking for Green Bay? I mean, they're a 1-point favorite against Philly. I mean, Philly can get blown out, or they could score 50 points. I mean, Green Bay's buried with injuries. Philly just hot and cold. But these are games people want to bet. It's probably going to be one of the national games, on Fox, or people will bet that game. NFL's fucking crazy. You got to be careful. I mean, NFL is fucking nuts. I mean, there's no other way to discuss it. Let's touch base on college football. I'm going to give you something that I did, and I'm the one that always says don't do this, but it's human nature. We fall into these traps. Look, because I'll be in Vegas tomorrow, and I'm sitting there seeing what games I'm going to be looking at. So first thing I've always said, who cares about Oregon or Florida State on who's number 2 or number 3? Fucking Alabama is the best team in the country. So they could put fucking anybody. They could put Jacksonville at number 2 or number 3. It doesn't matter. Alabama is the best team in the country. That's it. No question. So whoever they play, Florida State or or Oregon, they'll fucking blow their asses out. No sweat. So I'm sitting here saying, okay, I'm gonna fucking pound 30 grand on Bama this week, and I love this game. They fucking gonna make a statement. Then ESPN has this week with the tour of Alabama and 60-minute special with Nick Saban. That's all I'm hearing. So I'm sitting here saying, damn, Alabama's getting a lot of fucking pub this week. A lot of pub. Line comes out. That's at 12, 11 and a half right now. Now I'm saying, how do you give fucking LSU 11 and a half points? I mean, Alabama's lost three games at home in the last 3 or 4 years? So it's not like they're gimmies at home. LSU plays them tough all the time. Them games are fucking circuses. I mean, they're always close games. So from loving a game, wanting to crack 30 grand or 40 grand on a game, now I'm saying, what, LSU, shit, it's a lot of points. Fuck, maybe do I take LSU? Wait a minute, I just said Bama was the best team in fucking football. Now all of a sudden I'm looking to bet against them? So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make a case for LSU, which I think they have a case. It is a lot of points. The question is it a lot of points based on what we're seeing on ESPN or Alabama being that good? Or is it a case where the odds makers know Bama money comes flying in? Bama money comes flying in, and they fucking cover spreads. So, I mean, again, it's just one of the things that we've all done it, right? What do I always say? Love the fucking Dodgers against, the Padres. Kershaw, fucking ERA is like 1 against them. Pounding them. What? Kershaw minus 350? Fuck it, I'll take a shot with the dog. How could you love one team, then see the line, or see the odds and say, well, fuck it, I'll bet the opposite. That's where you say, let me just pull my horns in and take the day off. Don't touch the game. The other game is tonight, the Thursday game, the Oregon-Stanford game. 2 ways to look at it. Oregon's a machine. They're fucking scoring everybody. Problem is, Oregon loses 1 game every year. It's usually probably to Stanford, right? I just don't know. I think there's a lot of pressure on this Oregon quarterback. My opinion, he's playing for a Heisman. He's playing for a Pac-10 title, possibly a shot at a national title, and he's got to do it on the road in Stanford. This kid ain't God. He can make mistakes. I mean, Stanford's pretty physical. But how do you bet against a team that scores 50 points a game or whatever they score? Fucking the team scores like nuts. But what if they don't? Stanford's at home. They've slowed them down before. Fuck, they beat them last year in Oregon. So I guess my point is, we all love these big games. We love these scenarios. We love, these top teams. And they're games that we can bet on because we can watch them and we get a lot of breakdown, a lot of analysis on it. But in the end, it's tough. These are tough games. Game that's interesting to me, and I don't get this one. Maybe somebody could comment on this. When the Baylor-Stanford line came out, I actually made the game probably. I was going to give Baylor the home field number, maybe make it 3 or 4 points, 5 points, because Baylor's played no one. They played absolutely fucking no one. They got gaudy numbers, but again, they have not played anyone. Oklahoma's 7-1. They've been in more big fucking games in their life than you could imagine. So I look at the number now; it's 15. I don't remember the last time Oklahoma was getting 15 points. I'll put it this way: I don't think in the history of fucking football Baylor was ever 15 points favored over Oklahoma. They might not have ever been favored against Oklahoma. So you sit there and you say, wait a minute, if I like this game -3, I'm getting 15. But now here's what happens. You get the people that ask me, they say, something is funny. Why is this game 15? I don't know. I know if the queen had balls, she'd be king. It's 15. That's what it is. And it's actually went from 14 to 15, so it's not like they're trying to induce people to bet Oklahoma. People are betting Baylor. I don't know. I can tell you one thing. I wouldn't bet that game, but if I did, I'm fucking taking Oklahoma. If I lose, I lose. At least I'm losing with a fucking household team who can score and has the ability to play good defense against a team who hasn't been tested yet. But these are just some of the things that it drives us as bettors crazy. I'll tell you another thing that drove me crazy. I did a video Wednesday, the Ball State game. Now I play early, and as you guys know, I like to play at Bookmaker. And if you don't, you're out of your fucking mind. So click on that banner at Sports Forum Picks, the bookmaker banner, and open up an account. I sent out an email, and my guys will verify it, and there's no reason I'm going to make it up. Fucking people hear it. Bet Ball State lay the 19. The line will move. Bet it now. Okay? So I do my Whip It Out Wednesday video, and I guess time of filming, the game went to 20. I heard it went to 20.5. Heard it went to 21. So my guys have strict orders. Bet it at fucking 19. Don't cross over that number. 20 is a number that's a bad number. 20.5 is a worse number. 21, you don't do that. It's an extra score. It's the same thing that happened to me last week on my, I think it was my Facts on Friday video, where Georgia was 2.5. Lay the 2.5, guys. It's gonna go to 3. Trust me, I fucking know this shit. Okay? Bet 2.5. You know, you get the emails. Fuck, I waited, it went to 3. Fuck, I pushed. Well, if you got 2.5, what are you waiting for? You wanted to go to 2? Fucking cares. 2.5, 1 it's the same shit. You don't want it to go to 3. You bet it at 2.5 so it don't go to 3. You guys have to understand, and especially when NCAA basketball and in the NBA, and pretty much most of the stuff, if you're a chalk bettor, you bet as early as you possibly can. If you bet overs, bet early. Okay? If you're a dog player, wait it out. See what happens. Okay? See what happens. If you liked Oklahoma, you're getting 15. It could be higher. If last week you liked Florida, you could have pushed. The numbers in college and pro basketball tend to move anywhere between 3 and 7 points. I see games, even in the NBA, and especially in college, a side can move 3 to 4 points. A total could move 4 to 7 points. It's a motherfucker if you're laying over 201, if you're betting over 201, and then all of a sudden it goes to 208. Fucking 7 points you can't get back. But people, these what they call steam chasers, is that what the word is? Oh, the line went from 201 to 207. Somebody must know something. Yeah, somebody knows that you could have laid 201 over, but you laid 208, you're a fucking jerk off. That's what somebody knows. You know what I mean? That's one thing if they took the other side and said, hey, I'm getting, all I'm doing is getting value. And I always use this kind of like horse racing, right? And you bet a horse. And I bet the horse and he's 2 to 1. So most of my jerk-off friends will sit there and say, oh, horse went down to even money. People are hammering it. Horse don't know that. Fuck, I was getting 2 to 1. Now it's even money. But that's a good sign. No, a good sign is if he goes from 2 to 1 to 4 to 1. Horse don't know he's 2 to 1. He's going to win or lose one way or the other. Why not get the most from it? But it's the money. Oh, the money's moving this way. The steam is moving this way. This syndicate bet on this side. This fucking jerk yourself off. It's fucking crazy. If you bet teams that will win games, you'll make money. I always hear that. What do you bet? You need to bet the team or the number. Well, you got to beat the number. No, your team's got to cover the spread. Team's got to cover the spread. If you pick the right team, if a team is 3 points favorite and they win by 4, you're a fucking winner. When you start looking at numbers at, like I want to bet this number because I like him at that, it's ridiculous. Because here's the perfect example. I like this game -5, but if it goes to 6, I like the other side. Well, you must be Nostradamus if you think that game is going to fall 6. Like this game, it's -12.5. I like to lay 12.5 because if they win by 13, I'm a winner. Line goes to 13.5. Fuck 13.5, I'm taking the dog. That game could fall 13. How ridiculous of a statement is that? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Pass on the game, or lay the good number. Or if you like it that much, lay the fucking bad number. But you still have to win the game. People don't get that. I should charge for these videos, for this fucking valuable information that I give. I'm not getting here saying, did you know in the last 10 years, ATS, LSU, this? No, what the fuck does that mean? It don't mean shit. These stats that we're infatuated with are bullshit. It's just something to read. Hey, if the Wall Street Journal was accurate, everybody make money in the stock market. If the racing form, everything ran according to the form, everybody win the races. Everybody win all their races. Oh, but the gold sheet said this. But this one said this. Did you know this? No, and I don't want to. Fucking too much thinking. Facts, do you have a model? Yeah, I got a jet plane model I fucking glued together when I was 12. You don't have a model? The handicap games? No. Do you put like 14 hours a day in handicapping? No. How come? I'm on a jerk off. 14 hours they staring at a screen saying, okay, this team did this team did that. No. If you can't look at a game and say, okay, I like this side, and do a little bit of work, 14 hours, 12 hours, all these people that say that, they don't do nothing. They jerk their cock. I put 14 hours handicapping a game. It's silly. I am like the fucking anti-handicapper. Everybody hates me because I say it exactly the way it is. People that fucking pay for picks or buy picks from all these fucking idiots. In fact, you gotta cut down on that. And this is how we make our money. You can't make it like fucking there's no effort in it. You know, we need to let these people think we work for them. Well, if you work for me, be fucking honest to them. Be honest. You got a power rating system like I do. I look at it, add up the numbers. If my line is 3 and that line is 6, I'm laying the 3. My line is 4, and the number comes out as 10. Well, fuck, I'll take the 10. You know what I mean? I'm getting value. But there has to be some kind of handicapping involved. There has to be some kind of reasoning. That's just my thought. But yeah, I'm not really liked on other forums because I say shit like this. Because everybody wants to have that little man behind the curtain. Yeah, I know something. Talk to a sportsbook manager. Wise guys did this. Talk to the book. Talk to a friend of a friend. You know, everybody knows something. They know nothing. They know fucking nothing. What they know is how to market their fucking asses to get you to believe that they have that fucking gift, that little man behind the curtain in Oz. I'm gonna make you all kinds of money. Not gonna happen. And I don't care if you people that are fucking sell pigs get mad at me. Fuck you. You think I give a shit? I'm gonna say it the way it is. And plus, I'll be in fucking Vegas next weekend. If you're pissed at me, come fucking see me. Like I give a shit. Don't come alone. But that's it. If fucking people are just jerk-offs. And, you know, and I'm not saying all of them. There's probably some good handicappers out there. But for the most part, spin. Confusion. Create confusion. That's how people sell cars. I want a car. I want to buy a car. I'm not paying more than $300 a month. Fucking telling you right now, Mr. Salesman, I ain't paying $300 a month. Okay. What if I get your car and only charge you $10 a day? Now we're talking. Now we're talking. $10 a day I can do. I can't do $300 a month. Okay. What'd you say? Now the guy's paying $310 a month. You confuse them. That's what people do. You confuse them with the titles. Game of the week, double star, double lock, triple play dime, blah, blah, blah. All this kind of bullshit. You say it enough times, people believe it. That's it. That's what people do. My advice. Favorites. Early. Dogs. Late. College basketball. Patient. The bull on top of the hill. Papa bull. Baby bull. Top of the hill. They see all the cows down. On the bottom of the pasture. Baby bull says, Papa, look at all them bulls. Let's run down and fuck one. Papa bull says, son, let's walk down and fuck them all. It's the Facts Man saying, fuck them all. Alright, Facts Man Friday comes out later today. Hope you enjoy this video. And if you don't, I could give a fuck. Alright, www.sportsfarmpicks.com. Free contest. Free hookers. Free everything. Come on by. Say hello. Hope you liked the video.